Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, to the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFB. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking downfield, it's Fuentes. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Graham. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
A game makes it 2nd and medium. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's the toss play now, running left. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then it pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. It's Fuentes. Looking for his back. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in his zone here to start this game.
The Buckeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second and goal for the offense. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he goes down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yardage on that pass play.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
An important third down and goal now. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, what a great job by this defense. They have really tightened things up here inside the 10-yard line. Seems like they're almost daring the offense to go for it here on 4th down. Let's see what the decision is.
Long enough and good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So incomplete pass on 2nd down sets up a 3rd and inches. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the Seminoles are looking to keep this drive going. A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Gets hauled in here over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And the Noles are going to keep this drive rolling. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Number 2 in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession they moved it but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So second down after the incompletion. To throw, it's Fuentes. Throws to the tight end. He pulls in the catch. They bring it back to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down. Empty set now, 5 wide. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 7, Ohio State 3.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff heading left. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Press coverage now from the secondary. And at first down, they go right back to him. Ball is free in the backfield. The defense has picked up the football going the other way. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buck. On the scoop and score. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. The Seminoles are going to cash in here in the red zone. They'll run it to the left, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. And the quarterback dropping back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So 4th down and 15. The offense is out there going for it. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, the pass is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And this offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the 1st down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
That's an important 1st down on that running play. Looking downfield, it's Fuentes. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Looks like he's going to run it. Finding some room at the 25. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and he just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's running out of time here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up first and goal.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down. And the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end. And now we've got first and goal.
It is first and goal. A great chance to claim the lead before the break here. They're going to run it. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 10-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. On the kickoff is hammered. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Florida State offense on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
And looking for a big play here. The ball is picked off. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to take another shot right here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Lets it go. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous. Lost his concentration and drops the ball.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Florida State.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Important second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Catch made inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Extra point makes the lead 4. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Back to pass. It's Fuentes. Quick throw over the middle. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He grabs it inside the 20. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the left. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Can he make it to the marker? Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
The Noles will have to kick it away. Surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And the back now goes in motion. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. To the air, it's Fuentes. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
They'll give it to the running back. Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Noles. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
And he's got his man open downfield. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it. Over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Looking to throw. It's Fuentes. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs here. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He's moving out of the pocket now. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's the throw, deep downfield. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
Well, now it's a nightmare for any offense. 3rd and long from their own 1. They've got to get a few yards to give the punter some room here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the 1st down.
And the Seminoles will bring their punt team onto the field. The punt it'll end up being a safety.
Chris, I've seen this happen just a handful of times. I think it's just a lack of awareness by the ball carrier. He's so locked in on trying to make a play and trying to get out of the end zone to avoid the safety that he just loses sight of where he is and steps out of the back of the end zone for 2 points.
Choosing to return the punt. State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. And that picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Back to throw. It's Fuentes. Tries to get it to the running back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 21, Ohio State 12.
Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He makes the grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Dropping back. It's Fuentes. Bringing pressure. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
distance, get a stop with the offense pinned back. Takes the handoff again. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Hand off to the single back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Looking to pass this time. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
And the Knowles will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Fuentes. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. It's caught downfield. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain on the pitch and catch. They attack the deep middle of this defense to come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
The Buckeyes line it up with 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
Now the try for 2. And he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
21, Ohio State, 18.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Lets it go quickly. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. Toss play to the outside. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's 2nd down here. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going